Iba't ibang mga flag sa atin. May Canada, may Australia, may Japan.
Let this day be a day of remembrance to honor the memory of the brave soldier, men and women. Boys and girls
Good morning Kalasyate. Dito tayo sa sa bahay pa natin. Dito yung mga kasamahan ng mga Hapon, Australiano. Ano bang iba? Ano bang iba? Yun lang, Australiano, Hapon. Ito yung masyate, Hapon. Ang tagal masyate nag nandito yung mga kasamahan niya. Hi muna kamo. Hi muna kayo. Yung Australiano, saan may Australiano dyan? Australiano. Kayo dalawa? Hapon. Ayan ba sa atin, sige sa atin job. Hapon to siya naman sa atin sa na presentation. Anong oras mamaya?
I think 9 to 10.
Ha?
7 to 9 I think.
7 to 9?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kaya Australiano You speak English? Islam? Pumunta sila dito sa atin kasi ihatid natin papunta doon sa downtown. Doon yung mga nila, yung mga uniform daw nila doon sa maingay yung aso, mayaman sa atin, natin doon sa MacArthur Park, kumakano tayo magandang clip doon sa atin. Atin tayo sa sa Leyte Landing ngayon. Tapos ihatid natin sila doon sa Pangalan mo, Dong.
Pangalan ko si Carpe Sapido.
Ikaw?
Kid.
Kid. Benz. Sa ating job. Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Baka may mata, anak.
Arigato.
Cellphone. Man.
Prepare yung natin. Sige, let's go. Maingay yung aso natin.
Isunod na lang daan pa ni Mawara.
Anong pangalan din may mga ID.
Ibat nga.
Ibat nga.
Ikaw, lagyan ng mo.
At may.
May mga nameplate.
Nakapinilas mo lahi may sapatos to.
May tayo uniform nila dito siguro. Sige, let's go.
Medyo unsmelly yan. But medyo safe. Kasi nag-give to South Africa.
Ito yung sakyan niya itong kakuan. Ito nga naka-hazard. Sige. Kaya po magliwan, isulod.
Ito po.
Ito niya, klaro. Sige, let's go. Mag-friend malagay Japanese nganin kuan. Australiano. Best friend man. Sige. Okay, ingat.
Bye-bye.
Abangan mamaya, tingnan na yung mamaya yung mga presentation nyo Sige daw. Okay. Saan dyan sila magpalit ng mga uniform nila. Abangan tayo mamaya sa atin kung makasingin tayo doon.
2 hours later.
Late na si
Adi na imong
Glidel?
Ginlagay mo ang imo SIM card dire?
Oo. Te, hi mo natin sa vlog. Yan. May, hi mo na May.
Yes, hi.
Okay, tapos naman sa atin kanina sa ating job. Subukan natin doon ba sa atin kung hindi daming tao na.
Kuan nagpa
Kasi medyo nalanganin to sa oras man sa atin, mga alas sobrang alas 8 na, baka hindi na tayo makapasok doon. Okay, let's go. See you there mga sa atin.
ang problema ng
Tingnan
kapapalit
natin doon yung mga ano pang mga programa nila. Samahan nyo kami ngayon Masate sa hindi nakapunta. Nood nila kamo sa vlog namin Masate. Let's go. Sulod sa order namin no? Okay, di man maubong tayo selebrasyon. Pwede siya mapasok dito. May manong malabas, may pumapasok. Hindi katulad noon sa ano.
No traffic advisory daw. Close for traffic from Tuesday. Dito na to.
Diyan talaga lang tayo park. Unahan. Dito sa kaliwa baka makapark na sa kaliwa. Hindi
Hindi.
pwede. Magtas lang.
Ha?
Park na lang tayo. Ano sila? Ano sabi? Turn
Turn right.
right. Okay.
Turn right. Turn right.
Kaya tayo sa atin, turn right daw tayo. Ayan. Signal na yun.
No? Ano ito? Oo. Nakapasar na ba si Kuante, si Judy? Saan naman yung kaduha? Oo, bunti. Pakiana ni Judy. Hindi naman free naman. Hindi naman tiba niyo. Mga pa kasi ito, tigil ko ng grade ka na. Nakakuha ka ito. Anak ito yung may kapasar. Si Rimi. Si Rimi, hindi rin, no?
Oo. Okay, makalapit tayo doon.
Ako sa'yo, pwede mag-park.
Kasi tayo park tayo doon. Lapit-lapit lang pag ano ba, baktas.
Ito.
Malayo. Hindi lang ta? Dito lang tayo?
Natutuwan din doon.
Dito lang tayo Masate Mang Bang. Lakad na lang tayo papunta doon. Yan. Pwede daw dito, sabi ni Sir. Ha? Hindi rin tayo. Wala na dito. Hindi ano.
Hindi pwede dito nga side na ano. Talagang puno naman yan.
Dito tayo kaya hindi.
O dito, ito may puno din ito.
Ha? Hindi,
Lamdong.
hindi para hindi mainitan mamaya. Yan. Ganda yung pwesto natin.
So, pwede.
Okay, nandito na tayo Masate. Dito tayo park kasi hindi mainit. Maganda yung pwesto. Lakad na lang tayo doon.
Pwede ganito. Pwede mag
Hindi damo ko amin no. Oo. Oo. Good morning.
Kuya ate, 10 butos ng Diyos.
Iba't iba mga plagma sa atin. May Canada, may Australia, may Japan.
England.
Ng US.
Wala na ako sa England, na ako sa England.
Si A. Hindi ta magkuhan doon din. Huwag ka na lubi din. Ano dito ko? Ano dito? Ano pa dito?
Oh, di man pa oh.
Ay,
Oh, ano pa may mga flag? Parang ito.
may mga tao lagi. Kulang pa no.
Dapat ko payo.
Wala.
Ha?
Wala.
Ambulance.
ano?
Ha?
Oo. DSWD wala?
Ha? Ha? May piliya yan agad.
Ano
Oh,
piliya?
naman. Dida po. Dida. Ano dida yung sunod ng drone ni.
Traffic dito masyado yun sa may pasukan. Dito yung nakatambal yung mga police car, tapos mga bombero.
Siya na guys.
Ay, wala pa magsugod siguro may. Ha?
Dili ra mag. Ayun, garo ito nila. Garo ito nila.
Pasunod ito yan. Ila uniform.
Ay, driver.
Ha? Nalipat talaga may. Dito talaga.
Panalo yun, talibot ito, palibot. May na tubig, alam niya. Kain. Ano tubig?
Eh, traitor. Adi traitor.
Ano tubig?
Man traitor. Eh,
Uwi naman ay.
oh na di ka Pilipinas, balik
Ang bigat
Japan.
ah.
Balik Japan.
Ay naman ni Kwando.
Salamat sa ating uniform nila, mainit.
Balik Japan, pre. Oh na di ka didi.
Yeah. Inom mo na.
Tuwan, kita ay kuan.
Kaya,
Tubig. Uri na tubig. Makulit na lang.
Come.
Iburin.
ay mo rin. Ah.
Ano man ba? Mapalit na ng tubig, may tubig ka. Kuray.
Wala ka tubig.
Ano eh?
Yan na lang po, mapalit na lang.
Ah.
Uy, balik Japan.
Ano na ka mo?
Wala pa.
Wala pa.
Wala pa nga naging recent po.
Naman ko nin pusil.
Ano oras ko na rin? Anong oras ka mo mag-recommend?
Mga 9 to 10 ada.
9 to 10? Yeah. Ano kaya? Sige.
Balik ka Japan, pre. Driver ka man.
Lieutenant.
Hindi pa na-umpisa na sa ating, maya-maya lang konti. Umpisa na sila.
Pwede ba niyo picture na dodong ma?
Di ba po?
Ah? Okay, thank you. Ay, dong. Mapa-picture kami ni mama. Kamu ni Burel. Gili.
Kaya kasi bulig.
Dili. Ay, namay kanini.
Picture ka mo kay mga driver ka mo kuan Pilipinas.
Ang kamera ni mo may. Pwede ka dala kamera. Okay, kana. Video te kana.
Driver ka mo.
Kamera te.
Iyo uya bahin man.
Sige, kadi. Apik ka mo, apik.
Yo, iran.
Mau pa ito.
Iran ni bak.
Sige, maong
ako sa...
Ay, good.
Put your Spider-Man fan away.
O, dali na, sige na.
Di nagkikit. Ano?
Kanimi ka na.
1, 2, 3.
Vlog na ando.
Okay.
Ati.
Mupisa na masyado.
Welcome card. Ayaw, wala. Agad.
Okay natin, nakapicture na.
Okay na, may.
Okay na. Sige.
Veterans of World War II. Lieutenant General Henry S. De Los Santos, AFP, retired. For the Veterans Federation of the Philippines, Major General Romeo P. Lamilio, retired, National President. And Brigadier General Dr. Joel Joseph Cavines, AFP, MNSA, retired.
Naurhi ba ito yung
Ito
kuan?
ating commander.
Oh, hi, may rama present. Oh, di na rama present.
Philippine Army, Commander, Visayas Command.
Dong,
Hi, makamama, dito ako mag-inak.
malas ka naman. Hindi ka Leyte. Okay na. Ikaw.
Dr. Moy.
Kuha naman
4
din
star, 3 star.
Ma'am. No, you can't. I'm directing it. I was here all day. 2 days. Sorry? I was here all 2 days. I'm going with them. They told me.
Landings commemoration reenactment here at the MacArthur Arena ground. Pwede ka mo kumadidili ngan magkita haranihan performance.
Ito event natin ng pagpiyas kay sorry ko man natin nabubukas na katuwang sinala itong nabibilin ng mga living World War veterans. So bagong daw kung siya mga manswood pa mga tubig waray na hera kung bagangan himo maaton liwat sa kalibutan na isang that is very important ko no na magkamay-ana ito ang liwat para tangan talaga naman nabububilis ito ng ating liwat mga kabagbukan kung mga dyan
This reenactment play may contain themes and depictions of violence and abuse related to the World War II Leyte landing. The performance aims to provide a historical perspective and foster understanding, but it may trigger strong emotional responses due to the sensitive nature of the subject matter. We acknowledge and respect the diverse experiences of all nations involved in this conflict. And we encourage anyone who may be affected by these themes to take care of their own needs during the performance. Support services will be available for those who may need them. And thank you for your understanding and joining us in this important exploration of history. December 7, 1941, just about after dawn, the Japanese Pacific Fleet, led by General Masahiro Homa, attacked Pearl Harbor, the American naval base in Honolulu, Hawaii. This attack effectively brought the United States into a state of war with Japan and later with the Axis powers not only in the Pacific theater but also in the European theater. The following day, 8 December, approximately 10 hours after the attack on Pearl Harbor, the Japanese conducted clandestine attacks on U.S. military installations in the Philippines, particularly Clark Airfield in Pampanga, Kanchanhing in Baguio, and Nicos Airfield in Manila. For 4 months, Filipino and American soldiers made a gallant stand against the superior and battle-hardened Japanese forces, thus delaying the timeline of conquest in the Pacific. Ill-equipped and battle-weary defenders of Bataan eventually surrendered on April 9, 1942. And a month later, the fortress island of Corregidor fell. On May 6, 1942, Lieutenant General Jonathan Wainwright capitulated to avoid more bloodshed upon instructions from General Douglas MacArthur, who made his vow with the words, "I shall return." With the capitulation and surrender of the United States Armed Forces in the Far East, many surviving American and Filipino soldiers of the infamous Death March resorted to guerrilla warfare, bringing the war against the Japanese invaders to the hinterlands and mountains in many parts of the Philippines. Carrying the couples of fighting the Japanese invaders, they painstakingly sanitized a large portion of the island, thereby making it ready for its liberation. On 14 July 1944, the USS Nautilus, a narwhal-class submarine, secretly arrived in Barrio San Roque in Leyte to deliver much-needed war materials for the Leyte guerrilla fighters of Colonel Roberto Callejon. It was a prelude to the subsequent landings in Leyte, which General Douglas MacArthur recommended to his superiors. On September 8, 1944, the plan to attack Leyte instead of the Salangan Bay area in Mindanao was approved by the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the Allied Forces meeting in Quebec, Canada. 17 and 18 October 1944. Events now began to move rapidly in Leyte Gulf. An armada of Allied ships gathered ominously at the mouth of the Gulf, stretching from Suluan Island in Diwan, eastern Samar, to Dinagat Island in the Surigao Strait. From the aircraft carriers, planes started airdrop missions to mainland Leyte, particularly on the eastern flank of Leyte Island, admonishing the local populace to evacuate the coastal areas for the impending pre-invasion bombardment to clear the beaches. One such bombing sorties happened on the shores of Barrio Telegrafo, Tolosa, Leyte, on October 19, 1944. The bombardment threw the people, mostly evacuees, in a state of panic. But thanks to the presence of mind of Yayong Abello, 33 years old and a member of the Boy Scouts of America, he was able to send signals by way of semaphore to the nearest ship, begging them to stop the bombardment as there were civilians in the area. Instead, he asked that he be allowed to board the ship and volunteered to direct the shelling as he knew the Japanese installations in nearby Katmon Hills. With his companions, Terong Hunya and Titeng Piston, they scrambled on a small outrigger canoe while being fired upon by the Japanese artillery from nearby Mount Kinapuso. They were hit by the gunfire, which overturned their outrigger, but were later picked up by a destroyer escort. He was then forced to Superman. Sige, Superman. 20 October 1944. A day has arrived. At 0600 hours, the battleships Pennsylvania, Tennessee, and California, assigned to the Southern Attack Force, opened fire on the landing beaches of the land. At 0700 hours, the battleships of the Northern Attack Force, Maryland, Mississippi, and West Virginia commenced firing on the landing beaches of Tacloban and Balon. Now, it was time for the main assault to land on the cleared beaches. At 1000 hours, the 1st Cavalry Division landed in Barrio San Jose and Tacloban, while the 24th Infantry Division landed in Balon. Later that day, the 1st Infantry Division advanced north to the Kakaisan Peninsula to seize its primary objective, the capture of the Tacloban airfield. The 24th Infantry Division moved southwest and captured Hill 522 in Balon, which was defended by the elements of the Japanese 33rd Infantry Regiment. At the southern front, the 24th Corps, composed of the 7th and the 96th Infantry Division, pushed inland to the land. Within hours, they captured Hill 120, where they dramatically hoisted the American flag on a coconut tree at the foot of the hill, the first American flag to be proudly displayed after the infamous surrender in Corregidor. Aided by the Australian contingent of 3,500 sailors, 236 soldiers, and 20 airmen, the Allied forces pushed towards their targets and swiftly captured key installations. Australia provided half the major firepower for the close support group as well, and the critical inter-service communications, and to secure the back door to the landing beaches. The sound of gunfire and explosives of non-stop, and sporadic bursts of machine gun fires could be heard, even from the USS National, anchored offshore where the Supreme Commander of the USAF, General Douglas MacArthur, was watching from the bridge. With corncob pipe in mouth, he also watched the first assault waves, as scores of LSTs land on Red Beach. Satisfied with what he saw, he prepared to disembark. Just before 1400 hours, he changed into a fresh set of uniform, wore his sunglasses, and the familiar gold-braided hat. He then gave the order to head for the shore. He descended a ladder into onto a waiting landing barge already filled with his staff officers and newspaper men. Also in that barge was President Sergio Osmeña, who was just as eager as the general to put his feet once again on Philippine soil. To the exiled president, it was a symbolic act, a sign of fresh resolve to re-establish the Philippine government as soon as possible. Moments later, the barge grounded to a halt about 40 yards from the shore. The ramp went down to a foot of water. As the cameras reared to record the momentous scene, the general, along with President Sergio Osmeña, General Carlos V. Romulo, General Richard Sutherland, and key staff, splashed impressively on the shores of Red Beach. Commander of the U.S. Armed Forces in the Far East, began to speak. This is the voice of freedom, General MacArthur speaking. People of the Philippines, I have returned. By the grace of Almighty God, our forces stand again on Philippine soil. Soil consecrated in the blood of our two people. We have come, dedicated and committed to the task of destroying every vestige of enemy control over your daily lives, and of restoring, upon a foundation of indestructible strength, the liberties of your people. At my side is your president, Sergio Osmeña, worthy successor of that great patriot, Manuel Quezon, with members of his cabinet. The seat of your government is now therefore firmly re-established on Philippine soil. On 23 October 1944, just 3 days after the successful landings at Leyte Gulf, the Allied forces triumphantly entered Tacloban, the provincial capital, with the new president, Sergio Osmeña, by his side, his cabinet, the officers and men of the invasion, and hundreds of cheering townspeople shouting, "Victory Joe!" He proudly announced the full reestablishment of the Commonwealth government of free Philippines at the foot of the iconic terrace of the Leyte provincial capital. sa Leyte that is mine as I assume the presidency of the Philippines. I pledge all that is in me to serve the best interests of the Filipino people. The freedom of the Filipino people is my goal, and that the permanence of that independence once achieved, I will strive to secure. Let this day be a day of remembrance to honor the memory of the brave soldier, men and women who sacrificed their lives for their respective countries, friend and foe alike. They have come and gone and faded away, but their memory lives on these beaches of Leyte Gulf, on the valleys, plains, ridges, and canyons of Leyte. We salute them for inspiring us and teaching us real love of country, thereby epitomizing a line in our national anthem. Ang mamatay, dahil sa'yo. Always, in the annals of our history, adversity has given us courage. Turmoil has given us hope. Thank you for inspiring in us the fervor of our ancestors. As we pass on this torch of heroism to the younger generations, we exhort them to build a better world tomorrow, today.
Okay, hanggang dito na lang sa atin yung ano natin. Naka-video ka tayo sa atin. Medyo distansya si tayo sa atin kasi bawal yun sa malapit tayo mag-video. May perimeter area kasi sa atin. Hindi tayo pwede magalapit dahil sa mga daming mga bisita natin for safety. Yan, daming mga polis nagbantay sa paligid kaya hindi tayo nakalapit po video. Hanggang dito naman sa atin. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. Paso ba ito yung uniform?
May tubig.
Tubig